Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today, I wanted to switch it up. I have a little bit different. I want to do. Well, I have stuff that I want to do differently. I want to talk about politics, starting with the politics of what's going on with Eric Adams. Now, y'all don't know Eric Adams. Some of y'all don't, which is kind of, I didn't know Eric Adams until 4 years ago. Now, Eric Adams is the New York mayor. Now, he is the mayor in first time history, history that sat up there and literally got in trouble for 5 counts, indicted by the FBI on 5 counts of different things, from taking briberies from people in Turkey to doing a whole lot of other stuff. He's lived a lavish life. He said he's gonna fight it. He even lived a lavish life. And let me tell you how the storyline goes. So back in 2022, 2021, late 2021, early 2022. I started writing about him. On my old page, which is the Kimberly Cloud Show 38, which some of my shows have been deleted, but it's okay. I love those glasses, Mark Zuckerberg. But to get back to the point, some of those shows has been deleted. And I spoken about him, always saying, hey, look, we need more money. We need more money. We need more money. And I was like, what do you need more money for? You were one of the very first sanctuary states. Now everywhere is a sanctuary state. Everywhere is a sanctuary state. So they were the first few sanctuary states. And Leticia James, she did the same things. I talked about her saying, she said, for instance, that we don't like Trump. We're going to take him down. She said this with another lady. I just don't like him, and it was sad. It was sad. It's a video recording of that. I showed it over and over, but I can only do so much. But the mayor of New York kept saying he need more money. Then he started saying like a bribery type thing. I don't know. That's what he's getting indicted for. And I said this years prior, that if you can find the tapes, NBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, then find them. I talked about him talking like he wanted to bribe. First he said it's too many immigrants. He was like, it's not a sanctuary state no more. It's too many immigrants. We're struggling. We need more money. But yet, you were one of the few, very few, that wanted this all to happen. You had, it's just sad, man. It's just sad because we got people that really need places to stay, like the black folk and the white folk that are lower class, that have been in this community for decades, since childhood. And yet when you have immigrants come over, they get the red carpet treatment. And it's like, I don't get it. I'm not saying immigrants are bad. I'm not saying that all of them are bad. You got some that want to come over here the right way. That's all we're saying, is to come over here the right way. And I will never go against anything he say when it comes to that. He knows more than anybody else what's going on in the United States with the immigration and stuff. But back to Eric Adams, he's been indicted 5 counts for taking money from Turkey, from having extravagant trips from politicians who could influence him, influence him. And that's that. Thank you, FBI. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years. Then I went to jail. Like I was telling TikTok, I said, or you now, I said, if I wanted to be the first homeless, yes. I was in Salt Lake City. I had my own place and my own car. And I said to myself, I want to run for president. So I went to the main building in Salt Lake City, the main government building. And I said, I want to run for as a first African American female lower class. Because I'm not, my social class is middle class, lower class. And so I said to myself, I wanted to run for president of the United States and see what happens. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a mockery. It wasn't to rile people's eyebrows. It was basically to see how far and how many people I can get. But now seeing what's done happened to Trump, seeing what's done happened to me, I was on the case talking about Leticia James and Eric Adams almost every day. I showed footage. You have to research your own footage, but I showed the footage. I'm not about to go through a whole rant and research the footage, but the footage shows her really being inappropriate with her wording. And I wanted to do it to make a change and open the door for a lot of African American women with mental health issues. And then that happened to me. I sat up there and meth was put in my weed, my tincture, which I took for pain, and all of a sudden I go to jail. That got me mad because I know somebody crooked had something to do with it, because I was on the case as much as I could, even while homeless, changing clothes in the bathroom, leaving my dirty clothes in the bathroom because I couldn't wash it, just buying new clothes every day, doing this, just talking. You don't know how much I wanted to make a change or make a change. I was saying this in Salt Lake City, that I was being watched, you know, and I don't feel like I am no more. I just ignore it. I just ignore it. But if it's major, like I go down the street, block a whole block, and you're following me, yeah, I'm going to call the police. But if you are going the same way I happen to go, then fine, we go together. You hit the highway, I hit the highway, we go our separate ways. That'll be about it. The highway is like a artery to the heart of the cities surrounding areas. And like I said, I wanted to I've been wanted to run for president. I even have it. I didn't have that picture of me, on there for no reason. Seriously, things started happening to me. I just wonder who it was. It could be somebody close to me. It could be somebody not close. Seattle didn't know who I was. I was talking about Gavin Newsom, Leticia James, Eric Adams. I was talking about them all. And sometimes I get text messages from immigrants that didn't even have my number before harassing me when I bring up Gavin Newsom's name. I wonder where his fate lies. Did y'all hear about that title? I think it's called Title 47, where people can't even get DNA swabs no more. So if they kill somebody in California, they're not going to be connected because they don't have to swab their mouth. Guess who made that? Kamala Harris. She helped enforce it back in 2014. Talk about craziness. So Ron DeSantis is going through a lot right now. Ron DeSantis is going through a hurricane. The hurricane is probably already touched down. What time is it? It hasn't touched down yet, but it will be in the next couple of hours. If not now, who knows? But it supposedly touched down by 8 p.m. I don't know if that was yesterday or today, but I saw the news today, and he said once the storm clears out, he's going to be ready and forefront for the mission at hand, which is to take care of the people that live there in West Florida area. And yeah, so, and then Melanie is coming out with a book. Melania is coming out with a book called Melania. She talks about it's coming out next month, and she talks about the real hard issue, not the hard issues, but the light issues surrounding her relationship between her and Donald Trump, and how he has humor, and he's just a wonderful guy. Kelly Ann Hathaway, Conway, Kellyanne Conway, I think that's her name. She spoke about not having that many, what is it? Not having that many things on her plate. I'm surprised. I'm like, well, if I'm vice president or president of the United States, why not have something on my plate to talk about? Why not have something on my plate to talk about or preach about? And so, and there we go. We talk about that. And she said that, I don't know if she said it was 4 years ago to that day, that there was nothing on their list practically, or that they're running out the clock right now. So that is what's going on with Fox News. I've been watching it, trying to keep up with it. And yeah, man. It I had more to say, but I haven't really preached like that in a while, because I feel like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. They get trained to talk the way they talk. They get trained. They basically get trained to make sure they know what to talk about and what not. Me, on the other hand, I don't get trained to talk about, what shouldn't be talked about, what should be talked about. I truly want to talk about the things that can get approved out there and not disrespect nobody, or somebody misinterpreted, but what I see on the news, I put out here. And I haven't done a political standpoint video in a while. And I just feel like, like I was being harassed, man. I was really, truly being harassed, man. Like, it was no ifs, ands, or buts. Somebody was playing with my garage system. I lived up on the fourth floor or the fifth floor. And when I lived up on the fourth or fifth floor, I sat up there. It was like this the building, and I was down here, and I had to walk up the stairs, 4 flights of stairs. Thank you. And when I walked up 4 flights of stairs, I would be tired, but I will always have my keys in my hands and my clip to my garage system was really loose on my hand, so it wouldn't sit up there and be pushed. I would not push the garage key. And so one day I walked, and that's what made me want to leave, because one day I walked downstairs twice. It happened 3 times, and it was starting to snow again. And they're neck and neck with the hills. Like, the hills here are brutal, but it was terrible in Salt Lake City because Salt Lake City would snow. And I thought that I would need police service. One day I was going up a hill, just all getting something to drink, man. It was beautiful out there. All getting something to drink. And I got what I needed, and then it just started corroding with snow on the ground. And I was like, oh my God. And it was this long hill. This hill was long, it had to be a good almost 20 miles, 12-mile hill. And then it kind of go down. And so to get to the point, I was on this hill and it was just corroded with snow. And I swerved a little bit and it was just terrible. God's grace got me through that because there was absolutely no police out there. And yeah, I said I would never go down that road again to get some coffee. I always loved coffee. And I sat up there, and in Salt Lake City, I was able, tell you the things I accomplished. I was able to get my own place with a garage, and it was a pretty good center. But I was 3 times, my garage door was open illegally. Somebody was tampering, could have been tampering with my brakes or anything, you know. So I decided that I needed to leave. I decided that I needed to leave because I'm like, okay, why does my garage keep open? And so when I went there, there was initially a Caucasian white woman that signed me up for this apartment building. But what happened was, when I got there, it was an immigrant there. And I was like so flabbergasted. I was like, can you please tell me why my garage keep opening? I said it in the nicest way. And they were like looking at me funny with a smirk on their face. And so I said, never mind. I looked at the camera in the building. I said, never mind. I left. I packed my things. I was angry. I packed my things and I left. I flew out of there because I knew it wasn't going to work. Because there's no way that I had it pretty good, but I don't want nothing to happen to me on, of course, somebody's going in my car That's not safe. That's not safe. When your garage is open, the purpose of the garage is for you to go into your garage, do what you need to do, close it, and go upstairs. You shouldn't have to come downstairs to your garage door being totally open. And this is why I believe that the person who started this whole thing, you know, allowing immigrants to not be able to say whether they have warrants or other things with them, like they can go to a leasing office and literally not have to say whether they have a felony or not. That's not in every state, but that's in California. And imagine, you know, having 5 illegal immigrants all geared up in cartel gear come at you with rifles, huge huge rifles, to shut me up about the truth. And I called the police in Santa Maria. They were migrating and following me, and they had certain people that they knew. They had certain people that they kept eyes on for whoever is running the cartel right now. Who would be running the cartel in the United States of America, getting them to follow Republicans? Who would do that? So they either killed you or they harassed you. And then it sort of happened here. And I said, no, I don't want this. I don't want this for myself. I wasn't about to leave because I did not want a warrant, but I was damn sure not about to stay where I was. So I moved to a better area. So now I'm between middle, lower class. You got lower class, lower middle class, lower upper class. I'm middle, lower class. That's still not good. You still living paycheck to paycheck, depending on what months come by. And you know, I haven't had nothing happen so far. I've been ignoring it. You know, the the moment that it all worked out in perplexity, because the what is the chief of police of Berrien, I forgot his name. He left in August, and he knew damn well who I was because I wrote him. And I spoke with a detective about what happened to me in Santa Maria, but he knew who I was because I wrote them, you know, what's going on. I forgot what I wrote them about, but I said, why am I being harassed every day? You know, it's just harassment, you know. And then to put your children in on it, that really hurts my feelings, man. That it hurts my feelings and it pisses me off with these lower class people that have no real common sense do. They had their children touching, and I probably have scratch marks on my car. Brand new car. They didn't care whether they were touching other people's cars. They were throwing rocks around my car. No common sense and sympathy or empathy about the next neighbor. I never said nothing to nobody. I never sat up there and started anything with anybody. I stayed to myself. I tell you one thing, I'm going to be here for 2 years or more, and I'm going to get a condo. But I'll tell you one thing, They ain't getting a lick of money from me. They charge me overtly money for nothing, nothing, no real reason. And they wrote it down like I'm slow. So I'm filing for bankruptcy. I don't trust the company that found me. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. So I'm filing for bankruptcy. This is my second time filing for bankruptcy. And it's not just them, it's other people that then took advantage of me, like Invent Help and other places. And I get a clean slate to not do nothing else except build up my credit with credit. With credit. Nobody make this decisions except me. I plan on staying here for a while, a really long time. It's safe. It's not that safe. You know, nowhere is safe, because you got people like all the way like near Mecklenburg County, the outskirts, getting killed. But back to the story. Salt Lake City, moved out. I was homeless in Denver, homeless in Loveland, and all because I wanted to become president of the United States. Now, pause there before you switch off the film. You have to understand what mentality I was at. I was at a mentality where I was like, well, why not try? Why not try? What would disqualify me because I have mental health issues? There's a dyslexic boy who made cups in basketball cups. I have a couple of friends that are autistic, and they nothing wrong with them. They're smart. So what is the real problem when you have somebody that has a disability wanting to be a president? They don't do everything by themselves. They have an administration that suggests things, and then they have to research them or be explained stuff. They have a vice president. I mean, they have so many different avenues of people power coming at them, telling them what should be done and how it should be done. Think about this. I thought about so many things off top of my head without a administration, without help. This isn't grandiose. This is the truth. I thought about so many things that has came to be true. That has came to be true. Now, the only problem with me is I haven't been around a large group of people in a while. And when all eyes is on me, sometimes I lose my train of thought. But when you put somebody in a special environment like that, where they feel more comfortable regressing by themselves, then you ask yourself, was it done on purpose? I mean, think about it. Lower class white and black people in the ghetto just killing each other in the 80s. In California, they used to have it where there were fights all the time. I almost got away with it. And there would be fights all the time. They would actually start off in the way apart, and then they worked their way, and then they had to be in a game where you have to hit somebody, you have to assault. They have to know you're going to assault somebody. And there was an assault on the yard every day. So I really truly feel like I had every right to think big. I had every right to think big. That's why I have that picture on my old Kimberly Cloud show. Somebody did not want me to run. Somebody or something did not want me to run because they knew I was actually for the people. They know I don't come with no bullshit game. They know I done been there, do lower class, and I care about the lower class that want to get out of poverty and end up in middle class. We always talk about middle class this, middle class that, middle class this, but we never talk about the lower class people. It's only 10 to 5%, 5 to 10% of the people that gets out of poverty totally. Talk about corrupted. They get out of poverty. And those are the rappers. Imagine have to not cannot buy a bar of soap, cannot buy a bar of anything, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, deodorant, the basic needs and basic necessities of your life. Think about that. Think about that seriously. They are the voting piece of this puzzle. If you have a disability, work on something where it enlightens your mind to probably want to do more. Don't suffer with the disability. There need to be more rules on Social Security. Why is it that Social Security always is going to go bankrupt? Why is it that some of these good places is always going to go bankrupt and we're in a deficit? I would rather be in the deficit. I would rather be in a deficit like double the amount we are in now to save our United States of America, put tariffs on them all, and save this United States of America. Better laws, better judges, better everything, better prisons. Go back and look at the black men that were innocent, that's in jail. Now they're like animals. They have to portray themselves to be animals because they will lose it in prison. You have to act hard. Go back and look at them and give them back their lives. Even the lower class white men, give them back their lives. And that's all I'm going to say. I feel bad. You get all this power and you're controlled. It's controlled power. It's literally controlled power. Who wants to be in power if it's controlled by somebody else controlling you to do something else? That's why I aimed big. I aimed big. I said the president of the United States. And then meth get put in my tincture. And then I go to jail for a year. I'm behind on so much work. It's no way I can catch up right away. Whoever was watching me, I doubt very seriously the Republicans wanted me in jail. I walked up to the center in the main center in Salt Lake City, the government building, and I say, how much does it cost to run for president of the United States of America? And they weren't helpful with giving me any information, but they were like $500. So I was going to register. I was very seriously. I just didn't put my name on the ballot because of this happening. Me being harassed by illegal immigrants that are Sinaloa cartel that got arrested. Like I said, the police officer, he got off of his duty. He was going to places not in King County, but he got off his duty in August. I left in July or June, late June, early July. And then they cracked down and they arrested a whole bunch of cartel members. And things got better for me after that. Things got really better. So I know they were watching me. Why else would they be here? What, we can swizzily way around the conversation of why they're here, but why would the government seek interest in the cartel? And I'm going to erase this off of YouTube, but what interest do the government have with the cartel other than to put them back in their communities, in their countries, and leave us alone? Like, why is it such a riddle of what needs to be done with the cartel members? Why? I don't know what to do. We're gonna put a couple of more agents at the border. That's not going to help. We're gonna play Rice-A-Roni and patty cake, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. That's not going to help. Get them out of our country. Period. So, yeah. Come over here the right way and you'll be fine. Come over here the wrong way, you need to be extradited back to your country. Drug trafficking, child trafficking, adult trafficking, so many trafficking is going on. So much trafficking. So give me a second. Hold on. Oh, okay. Um, um, what? Never stop dreaming big, y'all. Never stop dreaming big. You got children sitting up there saying they want to be the president of the United States. Why can't an adult say it? Oh, he did send it to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan Hick, if you're out there. My bad. Here is the deal. We can do October 4th at 1:30 p.m. That way you will be on the radio station KKNW 1150 AM, and you will be. Mm, okay. Okay. So I wrote back KKNW. The plans are set. Um, I am gonna write back. Oh, I knew I had something else to do. Meetings. Friday, the 27th. Kirk back, Dennis Hint. Okay. Um, go here. Damn it. I don't understand where my refresh button went. It's so weird. Tomorrow I got 2 interviews. I love the picture, Denny. Download this real quick. Go to Canva. No. What the hell? I don't want. What the hell? Um, come on. Friday, 27. Is this at 9:30? 9:30 a.m. Download. Download. Now go back. StreamYard again. I gotta delete all of my stuff. It's not gonna be permanently deleted, but it's going to be go ahead and send this off to him real quick. Copy. Here is the link. Disregard the sending the file and pick back. Here is the link. See you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Okay, that's sent. Now go back here. Fiddlesticks. Oh my God. It keeps saying they can't hear me for some reason. Why can't they hear me? That's crazy. Let me see something. Okay. I got a lot of emails to go through. What if you were in the 1900s and they sat up there and they sat up there and they were like, hey, here's the Apple. Here's the Apple MacBook. And you're like, what do I do with this? Do I go like that? Hold on. Can I do it? Yeah. Can I make it small and big using 3 fingers back and forth? Can I swerve through it with 1 finger? It's not. Microphone is being used. What? All this time? It kept going off. What is the microphone being used by? You know what, Facebook? I should hurt you. Oh, no. I don't want to hurt Facebook. Because then okay. Let's try this again.
Continue it. Is Lydia being...
Okay. We're going to wait. Facebook, what are you doing, man? Facebook is being mean. What app is it being used by? I just might as well turn it off and back on. Have to turn this sucker off. Really, Facebook? That's what you do? You monitor? Let me start talking junk, but they take away my page. This has been a copyright infringement. Okay, that should work. Hi everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, so pretty much, I'm about to get off of here actually. Um, and like I was saying before, if you don't know Eric Adams, he has been indicted on 5 counts, including taking bribes from Turkey and getting extravagant trips, thrown at him in order for him to perform and act a certain way. And Melanie is coming out with a book called Melania. And Ron DeSantis is going through a hurricane right now. And so hopefully he's okay. So, yeah, that is what's going on. So, if you want to hear about the news again, just go ahead and look me up, rewind the tape, and you'll hear me going on a long rant about things. Yeah. So yeah. So that's it. Um, can y'all hear me now? 80 people got on and didn't even hear me. Um, yeah. So I'm about to get off of here. Um, thank you, Facebook. Thank you, LinkedIn. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitter. X. Thank you, Instagram. And thank you, Roku. Do you know that uh, Tesla has its own phones? Did you know that Tesla has its own phones? If you didn't, look it up. I don't know if they're sellable yet, but they have their own phones. Yeah. So I'm about to finish watching the news, whatever pops up. I got 2 interviews. I'm waiting for one of the interviews. I got to relook through my stuff. Um, and that's basically it. So if y'all, you know, having a wonderful day, hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Is going on 4 o'clock, and take care, be safe, and I will be on here tomorrow with an interview, okay? With the interview. Interview. See y'all later. Bye.